guys! We are Group 1 Polaris. Our topic for today is geoengineering, controlling Earth's climate. I am Eric Angelo Esatore, joined with Julian Mateo, Una Bella Canzana, Mix Calewara, and Gabriel Owen de la Cruz.
What is geoengineering? Geoengineering, also known as climate engineering, is the intentional large-scale intervention in the Earth's climate system to counter climate change. James Temple stated that geoengineering involves two distinct approaches: aside from the atmosphere to mitigate heat retention and reflecting additional sunlight away from the Earth to reduce the amount of heat initially absorbed. In summary, geoengineering is the strategy aimed at mitigating or lessening the effects of climate change.
So, for our first question, should we intentionally manipulate the Earth's climate to combat global warming? Our answer to that is, we cannot manipulate Earth's climate since no human has full control. Therefore, we cannot completely combat global warming. But we can help reduce global emissions in our atmosphere on a large scale. Based on the latest research geoengineering data we gathered, most of our carbon footprint emissions come from large companies, mostly in first world countries. The average annual carbon footprint of our country only contributes to about 0.0023%. Thus, our government should focus on developing our economy instead by creating environmental practices that will help our nation build a sustainable future.
Question number 2. What are the ethical concerns surrounding geoengineering technologies? Now, the potential of geoengineering being a tool to avert climate change is still being explored, meaning geoengineering has yet to emerge on extensive measures and is still new to science. Though even if the field were to be available, there would be conflict as to whether the technology should even be used to any extent. Geoengineering is favorable, but it would cause huge risks and expenses for generations to follow and other complications, bringing us to such ethical questions and concerns. Would several countries have more advantages compared to others? Would several countries profit at the same time others struggle? What would occur to the world's least fortunate who have given little to climate change to begin with? Could people be reimbursed for geoengineering related damages? Who will choose if and in what way to establish? And lastly, how should such choices be created?
Now, to answer the question, could geoengineering lead to unintended global consequences? Yes, we do believe it could lead to unintended global consequences. Geoengineering technologies, if deployed at a scale, can cause major, unpredictable, and potentially irreversible effects on biodiversity, such as changes in precipitation, uneven cooling, oxygen depletion, weaken the ozone, and many more environmental risks. For instance, under geoengineering is solar radiation management, an umbrella term for methods or technologies wherein to reduce global warming by purposely reflecting sunlight back into space. SRM does not target greenhouse gases, one of the main causes of climate change. Rather, it utilizes in lowering the temperature. However, if implemented and soon terminated, it will cause a drastic and fast temperature increase, leading to weather effects and can soon face global consequences. So yes, geoengineering could lead to unintended global consequences because it not only lacks in paying attention to the root causes of climate crisis, but risks accelerating ecosystem collapse and species extinction. This could critically hinder our ability to bring the biosphere back where it can better regulate climate conditions and provide vital ecosystem function. Though geoengineering could temporarily aid climate crisis, it has risk factors that could lead to unintended global consequences.
Here's our proposed solution to climate change using geoengineering. Bioenergy with carbon and capture storage, or BECCS, is a concept created by Kenneth Wollaston and Michael Overstein. It involves capturing and permanently storing CO2 from processes where biomass is converted into fuels or directly burned to generate energy. Aside from BECCS, we have another proposed solution, being less reliant on geoengineering. This is agroforestry, by providing a particular habitat, refuge for epidemic organisms, microclimate heterogeneity, buffering action, soil moisture, and humidity. Agroforestry can enhance biodiversity more than monocropping. These are the references we use in our research.
Again, we thank you for listening. We are Group 1 Podlice. Goodbye.